Hello, I'm Ginkgo Sequoia and I am author of the book The Tree Mystic. Today's short extract is called Food Fit for a Beggar, and it's about diets, devotional food, mindful food and Thanksgiving. It's with all the adults from the ashram and some of the children. It starts with a little one line. Meditation stills us. Prayer is the spark that lights our divinity. Devotion and sharing are acts of joy that make us lovable. Before the visits to the temple, the children and the adults had helped prepare a lip-smacking buffet for a very special celebration. When they returned to the house, Solly, the tree mystic, addressed them all. He wanted to tell them a little bit about his visit to Vrindavan, the home of Krishna. I visited a frail 94-year-old widow called Ashaya. On the day that I visited her, she had not eaten for 2 days because she had no money. However, despite her hunger, she had kept a dish of banana slices by a small shrine in the corner of her wooden hut. She was able to smile and be joyful, despite the hunger in her stomach, because she had prioritized feeding her soul. There was more to learn. The bananas that she kept by the shrine had attracted some rats. However, this did not appear to bother her too much. She chuckled as she told me, "The rats are fatter than I am, but they do not scare me." It appeared that devoting food to her god Krishna had taken her beyond her fears. At the end of his discourse, the much anticipated dinner gong did not ring. Instead, Solly walked around the table and handed out small paper packets to everyone. Komodo, one of the small boys, opened his. Inside, there was a limp-looking sandwich with the thinnest scrapings of butter and a shriveled-up spinach leaf. Komodo sniffed it. He didn't think that it smelt very good either. "What is this? Why can't we eat all that scrumptious food that we prepared for the buffet?" Solly stood back with feigned shock. "Our buffet? Who said that it was our buffet?" "Well, I assumed it was for us. It took 1 whole day and a morning to prepare." "Oh. Then perhaps I should explain the thinking behind today's buffet. I have talked before about being mindful of the provenance of our food. Before eating, I would like to ask you to remain silent. This will help you enter a mindful state. Now, instead of focusing on the pleasure of the senses, you can engage with those who provide our food, the farmers that have to worry about their harvest, some of the market traders that have to live with their families in their fruit trucks." Ling and Apolline told us that some devotees arrive at the temple carrying devotional gifts of flowers. It is their way of demonstrating their gratitude for all their good fortune. They visit the temple not to ask for their needs, but to share their joy. The flowers are no different than today's devotional food that we see. Komodo raised his hand as high as he could. "Mr. Solly, you said share. Yet I didn't make this mouldy sandwich. I helped make the buffet food. Does sharing mean giving everything away or having some yourself?" "Good question, Komodo. What do you think?" "I think that we should share the joy too. I think that we should feast ourselves on this mouth-watering buffet, and then we can give the leftovers to the poor people. Komodo surveyed the room for some approval. However, there was only silence. Something did not sound right. I do like your suggestion that we should share our food with those less fortunate than ourselves. However, because we cannot ask them to come here, we are going to go to the streets of Bhopal and hand the food out to the less fortunate people. After that, we will come back and have the mother of all celebrations. We shall dance, we shall sing, and we shall have any of the food that is left over. Komodo's hand reached the sky again, but this time it almost tickled the sun. But there might not be any food left, Mr. Solly. He took another look at his wilting sandwich. We might go hungry. Solly tutted. When we feed the needy first, we learn that devotional charity is something that we associate with our highest performance. We give our best first, not our leftovers. When we share our food and our joy in this order, even if there is no food left, we cannot go hungry. For now, like the widow Ashaya, we have already fed our soul. That's the end of that little extract. Devotional food and mindful food comes up throughout the book. You can buy it if you're interested at Amazon or at thetreemystic.com. But thank you for watching and listening, and I'll be back with another extract soon. Goodbye.